and welcome back to Installation 00, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time to look at the weapons of the Halo universe. So let's enter into the Armory, where all weapons from Halo lore will be featured and analysed in detail, and in this episode, we look at Covenant plasma turrets in all their major variants. Let's begin. The Covenant plasma turret, officially designated as a directed energy support weapon by the UNSC, is a manned automatic plasma weapon utilised by the Covenant and its remnants. Known for its rapid discharge of superheated plasma, it serves as a formidable support weapon on the battlefield. Encompassing a vast number of defensive emplacements used by the Covenant, plasma cannons typically function as operator-controlled turrets, automated defense entries, and supplemental vehicle armaments. The most common manifestation of the plasma cannon is the defensive turret emplacement operated by personnel at key junctures and choke points, issuing a barrage of fire in order to cut down encroaching enemies. Plasma cannons like these have an internal generator that powers them for extended periods before needing to be recharged, but as a security measure, their use is limited once detached from its mounting brackets. There are several variants of plasma turrets and cannons, all of which vary somewhat in their dimensions and weight, but on average are approximately 153 cm or 60 inches in length, 65 cm or 25 inches in width, 85 cm or 33 inches in height, and have a weight of around 30 kilograms or 67 pounds. The plasma turret uses superheated ionized gas as ammunition, in particular hydrogen fluoride, which it siphons from the reserve and channels it through a conduit, which then mixes with the power cell's energy, exciting the gas to the state of a superheated plasma, and then encapsulating it within an electromagnetic containment field that is then discharged from the crystalline tips of the turret and accelerated downrange by high inductance electromagnetic fields at a rate of 900 rounds per minute. Injuries inflicted to a victim are severe third-degree burns. This type of injury destroys the outer layer of skin and the entire layer beneath. The wound is cauterized instantly upon impact. Bodily fluids would be subjected to flash vaporization, inducing a strain or a shock on the body after impact. Fluids trapped in organs or arteries, in addition to the rapid expansion of heat, would cause ruptures or small explosions, causing additional damage to the target. Close-range impacts can also cause dismemberment. Near misses can also cause injury to the target as they produce severe burns to the area they pass. This can also cause heat trauma, heat stroke, or from the extreme thermal loading that a target may experience from the temperatures of the bolts. Should the plasma impact an object, the impact can cause splash damage, creating debris, both non-heated and heated, that may come into contact with the target, with a crippling or lethal effect. The Shepsu pattern utilizes Sancheum-crafted plasma generators, so effective they were considered by many to be borderline heretical, too closely emulating the fauna artifice from which they originated. As a result, these cannons are astonishingly lightweight, allowing them to be deployed even by Ungoi. This facet made it highly favoured among strike teams within the Covenant's excavation fleets. Brandishing a protective energy shroud, the PEC pattern was commonly incorporated into dropships, guarding bay doors and providing suppressive fire during deployment operations. The weapon can be removed from its mooring and taken directly into battle if the operator is strong enough to carry it, a method often used by chieftains seeking the glory of battle. Employed by all factions during the Sangheili Civil War, the shape pattern replaced the ornate refinement instituted in the Covenant's emphasis on indulgent elegance with rugged Sangheili simplicity and replication. Though heavy and difficult for other species to use, the extraordinary need for these cannons outweighed any such trivial concerns. Impassive and ever vigilant, the semi-intelligent actuator plug that drives the sentry turret obeys its directives with absolute precision. Even after the fall of the Covenant, many of these remain active at certain outposts, ready to defend their assigned sectors against any interloper who does not transmit the proper authorization signal, authorizations which are no longer possible to acquire with the loss of high charity. Sentry turrets such as these are often paired with IOE pattern sensor emplacements. Covenant field fortifications, occupation citadels, and in rare cases, contested zones all leverage a myriad of turret configurations, remote link controlled or driven by sensor profiles. In addition to the heavy plasma cannon, the turret's modularity allows them to be upgraded to function as a fuel rod cannon, needle cannon, or plasma mortar, permitting a base commander to select the appropriate arsenal. The high rate of fire and substantial plasma output make the turret effective in suppressing enemy movements and offensive actions. Its sustained fire capability enables operators to control strategic areas by deterring enemy advancement. However, continuous firing can lead to overheating, requiring operators to manage firing intervals to maintain optimal performance. While dismounting the turret provides mobility, the limited energy supply necessitates judicious use to avoid depleting ammunition during critical engagements, and often the weight of the weapon can slow the movements of its operator. The plasma turret remains a symbol of Covenant engineering prowess, offering formidable firepower and versatility across various combat scenarios. Its continued use by post-war factions underscores its effectiveness and reliability on the battlefield. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly tap that like button, and if you're not already subscribed and want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. Pop a comment down below telling me what you thought of today's video, or if you want me to cover something specific in the near future. I want to take this opportunity to thank and give shoutouts to my patrons and YouTube supporters: Spartan10148, my singular Contender class Ancilla, the triumvirate of mines within my installations Metarch, Falcon, Jordan, and Poseidon, my 7 installation monitors Sophia, Ashley, Esoteric, Spartan1029, Chris, Orion, and Shane, the crush of sub-monitors Legion, Ryan, Lebrat, Spartan0137, Element 0, J3, Cult, Evermore's, Personal Devil, Scion Esports, Phantasma, Ashton, and 191 Shaken Lightbulb, my fleet of Strato Sentinels, my most loyal of Enforcers, and every single one of the awesome people supporting the channel over on Patreon. My Tier 0 Transcendent YouTube members Spartan137, again, Maury, Jimbo, and Balaz, and all other YouTube members keeping my installation functional on that glorious vacuum energy. I cannot thank you all enough. Shout out to John because... And if you like what I'm doing here, consider supporting the channel on one of the support links in the description to net yourself some tasty merch and help keep the channel going. Take it easy everyone, and find peace in the domain.